apparently, as we have heard through many sources throughout the week, that Deshaun Watson wants out of Houston. So, Damien, where is the best situation for Watson?
Yeah, Charlie, for me, it's the 49ers. And, could you imagine Deshaun Watson with Kyle Shanahan in a Kyle Shanahan-led offense? It would just be crazy because Kyle Shanahan, the one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to utilize the strengths of his quarterbacks. We've seen him, with multiple quarterbacks, whether it was RG3 going back to, the Washington football team, Matt Ryan with the Atlanta Falcons. He's dealt with all different flavor type of quarterback, but he's had success everywhere he's been, okay? And when you look at Deshaun Watson, this is a guy that still hasn't even hit his prime, and he's a superstar in the National Football League. The way that Kyle Shanahan knows how to design the running game and the play action that comes off of those runs, it's just tremendous. Look at the weapons that the 49ers have. They have Brandon Ayuk, one of the young promising wide receivers. Deebo Samuel's another one, another big-time wide receiver, young guy. George Kittle, one of the best tight ends in the National Football League. So when you look at the 49ers, you combine the skills that Kyle Shanahan knows how to implement and put guys in the right position with a guy like Deshaun Watson and the skill set that he has. That would just be, to me, the whole league would be on notice because Deshaun Watson is just a tremendous player, especially in that type of offense.
Any team in the NFC West, if they hear about this going on, they need to figure out how they can jump in front of it. They need to give some draft picks to Houston to keep Deshaun Watson, because that would absolutely be a problem. A quarterback who can throw like that and with his athleticism, you're right. I think that Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers become immediately much scarier in that division because he's done it with guys like Nick Mullins. Like, he's out here winning games with that guy. So, yes, that's true. But I don't agree necessarily that it's the best spot. I think they would have success there. But the reason why it's not the best spot is because they would have to trade a great deal to get him. And this team gets weakened. That's why you got to go with Miami as the best spot. The Dolphins are the best spot because the Dolphins have, I believe, 4 first-round picks over the next 2 seasons. They can get rid of, and they have, I think, 4 second-round picks over the next 2 seasons. So they can trade away plenty of their draft capital and maintain the talent that they have on their team, and also send away Tua Tagovailoa, a young, talented quarterback. They can move all this stuff out without hurting their team. The 49ers and anybody else is going to have to drastically hurt their team to bring Deshaun Watson in. And what's been killing Deshaun Watson in Houston? It's that defense. That defense hasn't been good. What do they have in Miami? A really talented, young defense that's going to be good and probably getting better for years to come, that's comfortable in man coverage, comfortable in all situations. You have to be able to play man in important downs in this league, and they can do that. So I think the combination of that defense and the fact that they're not going to have to give up any of their young playmakers. They're still going to have draft capital to be able to go get other playmakers to help out Watson going forward. I think all that stuff together makes this a better location. No one can deny that Kyle Shanahan is a great offensive coach, but no one can deny that Brian Flores has overachieved with that Dolphins team. And you add a quarterback like that, they win in games with Fitzmagic. They got people out here thinking Fitzmagic is actually a quarterback that people should build around. That's not true. Put Deshaun Watson down there and see what happens. They probably become, along with the Bills, they become the class of that division, and they become instant Super Bowl contenders because the problem down there wasn't their defense. The problem down there is their offense. So you add a quarterback like this, they automatically go to the top of the AFC. So I think that's a slightly better situation because they don't have to give up their entire future and they don't have to give up all their draft capital to bring him in. They still have quite a few decisions to make if they are able to trade away Tua and some draft picks.
Well, look, a couple things about the Miami Dolphins. You're right. They do have a lot of draft capital. There's no question about it. Couple things here. One, we don't even know the type of offense that the Miami Dolphins are going to run. This is a team that, Brian Flores has done a hell of a job turning that organization around. They've had staff turnover quite a bit over the last couple of years. different coordinators and assistant coaches and so forth. So that's a little concerning to me. Also, when you're talking about making a trade for Deshaun Watson, it's not just draft picks that could possibly be included in this. It could also be players. Imagine you're the Houston Texans, and you and you talk about their defense, and the defense has been bad. Well, if you're the Houston Texans, why wouldn't you say, you know what? We want Xavier Howard as part of this package. If you're gonna inquire about a superstar quarterback that's 25 years old, maybe I need a veteran player to go along with the draft capital you're talking about. So it's not going to just be all about draft picks. This could be about players to go along with picks, and that would weaken the Miami Dolphins, particularly on defense.
Right. I think you're right, but I don't think that Houston, once you trade away your quarterback, you're not in win now mode. You want draft picks. You don't want players. I don't imagine that that's what they want. They want draft picks so they can build up a team for the future. They're going to be looking for a new quarterback for the future. It's outrageous that we're even having this conversation, how you could win the lottery and then mess around like this. It's so hard to find a quarterback in this league. They found a young, talented quarterback that his college coach called him the Michael Jordan of the game, and he has proven him right. They found it, and they've somehow disrespected him to the point and pissed him off to the point where he wants to get out of town. That's embarrassing. But I think that what they have in Miami is more attractive because no one wants. I don't see Houston looking to add a cornerback to a roster that's not ready to win now. They're going to want those picks so they can take some more shots at getting a quarterback and addressing that big hole Deshaun Watson leaves.
Well, here's my last point that I'm going to make. When you talk about a young superstar quarterback, people have been talking about 3 first-round picks. That's like the floor. That's the minimum. So they're going to ask for more than 3 first-round picks. They're going to ask for more picks. They're going to ask for veteran players to be a part of this. It's going to be a massive package to get a guy like Deshaun Watson, traded.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.